Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the A and B conversation. Um, we're here with Anthony Stevenson, and myself, Brian Waters. And like we were saying before, they're talking about John Madden football is hurting the game. What do you feel about? How you feel? What's your taking on that, Anthony?
Well, I want to say, how can it hurt the game when the people that play the game are not actually on the field? They just give their intake as to how they think they would play or what they would do. They can't hurt the game at all because they're not even on the field. They can make their decision, but it's not bothering anyone. You know, they can make their own takes on it. Like, hey, if I was on the field, I'd have did this pass, or I'd have did this play, I'd have did this. But really, in general, who is it hurt? No one. It's not doing anything at all. They live out their dreams on the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever have you. But they're not hurting the game at all. It's a video game, guys. A video game.
I guess people are saying they feel that people are thinking they're coaches just because they can, and they think they're coaches and general managers because they can take teams to the Super Bowl on Madden football.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just because I say that, hey, you should have did this. You're not a good coach because you didn't do this play. I'm a good coach because I would have did this. It still doesn't affect the game at all. It doesn't affect it. I don't see that. It just doesn't affect it at all. There's no way that has an impact on your team or the coach. The coach can say, okay, you play Madden, you play a video game, you're coaching against a computer. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're not really nobody. You're not in the game. I don't get it, man. It's not affecting the game. I want whoever said that, the commissioner, the coaches, they need to retract that comment because it's not true. Madden will live on and still is one of the best video games ever all time.
Well, speaking of which, we're getting ready for Madden 09 to come out. What do you say? How excited are you looking forward to this game?
Well, man, I've never been a fan of any other football franchise other than the Quarterback Challenge franchise when I was a younger kid with the PlayStation 1. I was a fan of the Quarterback Challenge. But Madden overall has really went into depth and really put you in the game. It really puts you in the game. And I can see why there's people that think they can coach and things of that nature. But that's all it is. You're playing a game, and and at the end of the day, you gotta realize, hey, this is a video game. Those guys are coaching real people, you know. So you don't have control of a running back, you know, in the NFL in real life. You can't move him with a joystick to the left or to the right. It's what that guy sees out of his own eyes, you know. On the game, you see it through your eyes, you know. So, but man, I can't say anything else, man. I can't wait for Madden 09 to come out. I'm there every time putting my $5 reserve money in before it comes out so I can get it as soon as it comes out in August. Every time.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting, you know. I'm excited about this football game. You know, this is also going to be the first year without Brett Favre, which I'm really excited about because I ain't got to hurt him in my franchise mode, injure him for his career like I used to.
You got to take shots at the man on Madden? Come on, man. This is Madden.
I respect him as a person, but not that much of a player as the whole world does. He's a good player. I won't take that from him. Great human being, but as a player, I don't like to see him play, you know?
Man, you hear this, folks? Do you hear this?
Yeah, it's a video game. I do what I want, you know? I'm the GM. I'm the Ozzie Newsome of my team.
And that is true. That is true.
Like last year, you know what I did? Madden 08? I took the Cincinnati Bengals. I got Reggie Bush on the Cincinnati Bengals. So I have Chad Johnson, Carson Palmer, and Reggie Bush, and TJ Hushmanzada. You can't beat that offense.
You can't. That's beautiful, man. I'll have to hook up with you online so I can give you a whipping on that Madden 08 right now until Madden 09 comes out. But we'll see what we can do about that.
All right, we'll see.
Okay, folks, we're gonna go ahead and roll into this next segment. We want to take a few calls from a few people. Get your input. Well, it's a change, folks. We're not going to take those calls just yet. Just hold your calls. I know you want to get in on the line. We're going to go ahead and talk some MLB. I know that's a lot of people's favorite pastime there, but here in Baltimore lately, it's been the Baltimore Ravens. But we got to talk about those Orioles right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take Brian's input on that.
Well, I have to say, I'm so excited about Orioles baseball this year. We're 41-41, yeah, but who would have thought that? At this time of the season, people were said automatic, we're going to be at the bottom of the division. We're not. We're not where we want to be, you know, but we're better than what we're expecting. So you can't go wrong here. We've just lost 13 straight Sundays, though. That's killing me. But at the same time, we're beating teams, you know, the ones we're not expecting. And for the past 2 Sundays in a row, we were in the game. Like yesterday, down 11-9, Millard home run. No, excuse me, down 11-8, Millard hits a home run, followed by Melvin Moore hits a home run, and that was it. So we were just one short of winning the game. So, you know, I'm excited because I believe this team can do some things. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, what does this remind you of? Adam Jones, Nick Markakis, Luke Scott, what's the other guy's name? Aubrey Huff. And there's one more I'm missing. Matt Wieters. People don't know about him because he's in single A ball, just got promoted to double A. You know what that reminds me of, ladies and gentlemen? I'm about to tell you. The mid-1990s New York Yankees. Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, There was a couple other players. I can't think of his name. Jorge Posada. You also had, we had a lot of young talent on those teams. So, that's what that reminds me of. The younger talent being grouped, and maybe these will become World Series champions. Then you also had the veterans, your Paul O'Neills, your Tino Martinez.
What can you honestly say? You see another Paul O'Neill out there in the Orioles field of dreams?
Well, look at Aubrey Huff. Aubrey Huff is easily, right now he's at about 16, 17, 18 home runs. He will give you, I'm going to go out on a limb, he's going to give you 40 home runs this year.
You want to retract that statement?
He's going to give you 40 home runs, at least 30. Luke Scott, who would have thought? The guy takes notes. He's going to give you about 30 or 40 home runs this year. Ladies and gentlemen, this team is a team to be reckoned with. I'm telling you, I see something special with these Baltimore Warriors. And if you don't see it, you know that you're just blind. And you also, the pitching, that's the only thing that concerns me. We got one all-star, and that's George Sherrill, as far as the pitching squad. That's the only thing that scares me. But if we refine and retune our pitching, we'll be fine. The Orioles are a good team as far as the offense. We just need some pitching. Before it was the other way around. We always needed run support. But now, I do think that this team, now they got the run support. Once we get a good bullpen, the sky's the limit. Then, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention Melvin Moore. One point he was the only all-star on the team. You know, and the Orioles made a good decision by keeping him. So, I'm very excited to see what these guys are going to do this year.
I honestly can say that I am excited about Orioles baseball as well. In the past 10 seasons, I've really given up on them. Really haven't been paying attention to them. But this season, they really are showing me something. I believe last season around this time, they weren't even at 500 baseball. I believe they were a little below it, maybe about 35 and 41, something around that area. But right now, they really are on the money, playing good ball. And I just hope that these guys can hold up to what they're doing and keep playing like this, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to go to commercial break. But after we finish, we'll get back to you. We're going to talk some more baseball. So, we're going to go to commercial.